Hello everyone, this is Thelma with SewItYourself.com, and this is just a quick video to let you know kind of what I'm doing since I purchased a new sewing machine. So since I received it, I wanted to practice on, just to practice on it, to get used to it. And I have been saving a few items to use to do that practice. So I'm just making some repairs and working on all the things that I have held over until I get to work on a complete project. So for today, what I'm doing is I am taking out the elastic in some pants that I still like, and I want to be able to wear them during the summer, but the elastic has stretched out. So I'm going to take the elastic out and replace it with something else. Now, I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. As soon as I take this out, I'll know how I'm going to approach it. But basically, it's just a pair of striped and black or gray, cream and gray pants, see, that I've had for a while. And I don't want to throw them away because they're really lightweight, and that white is glaring. They're lightweight, kind of cream and black silk pants. Like I said, I've had them for a while. Who are they by? They are by, there's a brand on this, if I can find it. Oh, they are Jones of New York, 100% silk, and like I said, I'm gonna repair them. So that's what I'm doing today. And as I'm either watching television or just kind of doing some things online, I will go ahead and take the elastic out of this. I'm gonna pick it out with my little Gingher snippers. I usually like these rather than a ripper because I can just pick them out. Basically all it is see this little tool, the little Gingher snippers, and that I usually get these when Joann's has a half price sale. They usually send a coupon for 50 or 60% off, and that's when I usually buy my products or tools that I need. So today I'm going to utilize these little snippers and snip away at this elastic that's been sewn into this waistband, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. So pretty much, like I said, they've just been stretched out of shape, really too big. If I put them on, they'll fall off me. If you can see I'm just going to see the waistband on them. But I still like the comfort of the elastic. I know a lot of people don't like elastic in pants, but most of the time you're going to wear your shirt over it anyway, so I'm good. Hey, this is Thelma, SewItYourself.com. I just thought I would show you what these pants look like. See? Elastic that's really stretched out. If you try and see, it has not that much stretch left in them. And the front is, this is the back. The back has no stretch. Look at that. I've had them so long that they've worn out and they've come back in style. But anyway, they have side pockets, which I like. See? Side pockets. And, they work out great during the summer when you want to casually put on just a pair of pants and a pullover or a button-down shirt. That's kind of what my style is. Slacks and a button-down shirt. Or if I have a t-shirt, I'm going to have a button-down shirt on over it. But I just wanted to give you an idea of what these look like, so you'll see what they look like once I have I've made the changes. Okay, thanks. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, as you can see, I started removing the thread that was holding the elastic in. If you look here, they actually have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of thread that is sewn into this waistband and sewn through the elastic. All 5 rows are sewn into the elastic. So it's not like I can just take out the bottom row of thread and then pull the elastic out. I actually have to go in and remove all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows because they have all of them attached to the elastic, except for, let's see, it looks like that last row, it looks as though this one is just hemmed. So if it were possible for me to just take out 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and then cut the elastic and pull it out, that would be great, but it would be a little difficult to go through all 4 of these rows and not lift this last one. So in order for me to get the elastic out, I'm going to need to take all rows of stitching out. Then I'll be able to take the elastic out, like that, cut it and take it out, and then replace it with some new elastic. Okay? Okay, I thought I'd move to better light so you could see this a little clearer. And as you can see here, here's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of stitching. And basically all I'm doing is I am pushing this back where the threads are exposed, and then I am clipping with the little snipper the threads loose, and then as I'm cutting those, clipping, then I'm just exposing more of the fabric and the elastic. So let's see if I can give you a better view of that. So if I put this down, I'm going to grab my snippers right here, and all I'm doing is taking these and snipping each one of these threads and making my way around the waistband. Okay, see, I'm just snipping them, and as I loosen those, then I'm going to pull this back tighter until I work out those threads. See, so far, this is what I've done. So when I finish, see, I'll be able to pull out the elastic and pull the elastic out, because all of this will be loose, and I'll just remove all these threads here, and then I'll be able to take the elastic out and replace it with some new elastic. Okay, so there you go. I'll complete this and show you what it looks like when I've removed all of the stitching, and then we'll come back and replace it with some new elastic. So this is kind of like altering ready to wear, basically. So I'll see you when I get to the other side of this. All right. Okay, as you can see, I'm almost done. I have used my little pick to pick out all follow the rows of thread all the way around to the point where this is what remains. But I also wanted to let you know, hey, some people prefer to use a ripper. However, that's not something that I do, because unless I am going to pick it out, as opposed to pushing it, because there's an opportunity where you will rip it and rip a hole in your fabric, whether it's inside or outside. Sometimes you get a little careless, or sometimes people are in a hurry and end up using the ripper and it will cut your fabric. So I normally end up just picking it out, or I use this where I am clipping it as I go. So this is what I have used all the way around, and I'm almost done. So I'll be able to open this up, press it if I choose to. I think I will press it out. But basically all I'm going to do is stitch this part back down and then put in some new elastic. So I got to grab some elastic out of my little storage containers and measure my waist and add an inch to it. So I will show you the results. So this is the elastic that I removed, and as you see, they had where's the stitch here, where it's connected. It's connected right here. All right, so I have taken it out. I tried to pick out as much of the little threads, remaining threads, that I could, but you still may see a few. I also, as I was picking this out, then the tag came out, as well as, you know, the little side hangers that you have where you can hang up your pants without folding them. So I will put those back on the side and this back on the center back. All right, the elastic that I found is the no roll elastic 1 inch. It looks like this is a little bit wider though, but I'm gonna use what I have and make this happen. I don't really like the non-roll elastic because it actually turns out that sometimes it rolls more than the non-roll, which is this, but they're both woven. If you actually sew through them, then you're not affecting the elastic. So I'm going to see what it looks like. Okay, let me remove all of that and show you what else I decided to do. Initially, I was going to press this out and then come back and stitch it down, but I decided not to. So only thing I'm going to do is just go back, pin this right along the edge, and of course sew it back down, leaving a gap in it so that I can insert the elastic. So there really wasn't a point in my pressing it out in order for me to turn it back over and put elastic in it. So in order to save some time, I'm just going to go back, stitch it right around the edge, then I will insert the elastic, and not sure if I am going to stitch the additional rows like they have it, because with this non-rolled elastic, it just depends. Okay, so I will make a decision on that after I have inserted the elastic, but I will, looks like since it is about, you know, 1/4 of an inch smaller than what I have right there. Yeah, it's a little bit, what I have is a little bit smaller than what was actually in the pants. I can measure it, but I can actually eyeball that and see. So what I will do is stitch around the edge right there to closure and leave a gap in to insert the elastic, and then I will also stitch probably one of these on the top. This very first stitching that was there and I removed, I'm going to stitch around that in order to give me the correct width that I will insert the elastic. Okay, so I am at my machine now. As you can see, I have placed the little hangers, for lack of a better word. Right on the side, on each side, there were two. So I placed them on each side and pinned it down. And then I also placed the label back in, because sometimes when you're doing repairs for, even if for other people, they want the tags back in. Even though this is mine, I'm just going to put it back the way I found it, other than my replacing the elastic, right? So everything else, I am, putting it back. So I pinned the tag back in. Once I stitch down, I will catch the tag so that it's secured, as well as the little ribbon hooks, okay, ribbon hangers. So that's one, and then the other one is on the side by the pocket, which is right here. So I'm going to sew around as I sew around, as I've said, and you will see again what it looks like when I finish. I'm going to leave a hole or a gap, like I'm going to stop stitching, sew, stop, then pick up and start again, so I'll be able to insert the elastic. All right? And no, sorry. And then when I come back, I will also have stitched around the top like 1/4 of an inch as well. All right, just where that was. So that will allow the elastic that I'm replacing it with to fit snugly in here, because the elastic that I have is, like I said, about 1/4 of an inch smaller than the one that was in the pants. All right, so we'll see you later. Okay, I'm back with the continuation of repairing or replacing worn out elastic. And as I said earlier, I was going to stitch around the edge, which I've done, and then I was going to stitch around the top about 1/4 of an inch in order for my elastic, which I have cut at this point, to fit a little snugly between the two, because initially the elastic went all the way up to here. So mine is somewhat, mine is not as wide as the original was, but I didn't want to stop and go to the store to purchase anymore. So I'm just using what I have. I have an opening here. So now all I'm going to do is, after I forgot to tell you what I do with the elastic, is I take the elastic and wrap it around my waist and pull it until it's as snug as I want it to be, and then add an inch. I never really measure it because the elastic just doesn't come out the way I want it to. It's always either too big, then I've got to cut it off some more, and I can't use that elastic unless I'm like stitching them, stitching pieces of it together, and I prefer not to do that. So I just took the elastic, wrapped it around my waist, and pulled it until it was snug, as snug as I wanted the pants to fit, and cut it. So now all I'm going to do is take this and pin it, put a pin in it, and then push it through. Trying to one hand this. Pin right here, like that, and then go through the opening after I get this closed so it doesn't snag anything. I have pinned it. Now I'm just going to insert it through the opening here, and then continue pushing it through all the way around until I come back through the same end, and then I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. All right, I'm going to show you exactly how I am pretty much threading this elastic through the casing as you work your way around to the other end. So basically all I'm doing is pushing it through with the pin, and then if I need extra, I'll just pull this until I get more elastic in the casing of the pants. All right, so let me show you. All I'm doing is this. Okay, gotta work it around, pull it snug, And then when I exit the casing with the pin, here's my pin right there, coming around. As I pull, pin is out. I'm going to take the end of this elastic and pull more so it doesn't slip through till the elastic appears peeping out through the casing. Pull it some more because I'm actually going to use all the elastic that's cut. So I'm getting there. Sometimes you just have to be a little bit patient. All right, so now there we are. I can take this pin out. I can take the other piece of elastic and I'm going to stitch right across here. So I'm going to take a pin, come back, and place it right here. And then when I stitch across, I'll be able to come back and work all of this back around evenly, distribute the elastic evenly. Okay, so just make sure that it's not twisted, because if it's twisted, then you have to take it out, cut it, and redo it. Okay, so I'm just making sure it's, and mine looks like it's twisted right now. So I've got to take it, turn this around, hold one end, turn this around, pin it back, check it again, make sure that once it gets through, they'll both be on the same side, and then I'll work the elastic in. I stitched it down on the machine. It's a little off, but it will be okay. I've got to get used to the machine. This one I should have done it by using the manual sewing instead of the automatic. So it is stitched down. Now what I'll do is pull it through, and as I'm pulling through, see how it is just going in to the opening, and work this through where it'll be flat. Okay, so now it is through the opening. I'm just going to stitch this down and distribute the elastic equally around the pants and a waistline actually, and then I'll have pants that I can wear again. So okay, all I'm going to do is stitch this down right there, and I don't think I'm going to add these rows that were there before. It should be fine without it. And I'll clip all the loose threads that I found, and we're done. All right, thank you. All complete.